Welcome everyone to the show. I'm your host, Don Vic.
I'm your co-host, IG.
We in the building, baby. You already know what it is and what it could be and what it should be. We're in the building right now. Listen, it's been crazy. We had two guests here on the show, man. Today's a busy day. We're on here till like 8 tonight. We got some amazing people coming. This is our third guest. Then we have one more after this at 7, and then we'll shut it down for the night. But today we have two special guests on the show. One from Scotland by the name of John Morris, and we have the second guest all the way from North Carolina, my good friend Brent Gaskin, on the show today. Man, listen, these two guys were amazing. They so dope, and they doing some great things. So big shout out to Scotland. Big shout out to John Morris. Big shout out to my brother Brandy Gaskin out in North Carolina. North Carolina, stand up. You know, Scotland, stand up. And now we have Brandy Martin, great friend of mine, coming on the show. She's been on the show in the past. We're bringing her back on, and we're going to be talking to her all the way from Chicago. Chicago, stand up for your girl, Brandy Martin. Big shout out to Red Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be talking to her in a few. But till she come on, we're gonna talk a little bit. Brent Gaskin has some amazing things that he's working on. Great TV program called Fire TV. And for those of y'all that don't know about it, you want to know more about it, make sure you reach out to Brent Gaskin or reach out to me, and we can tell you more about the project he got going on. I truly believe I'm going on that, man.
Yeah.
You're like, I think that's a win-win situation. I think that what he's offering the people is amazing. You don't get 70%.
You know what, too? And not for nothing, you know how to say everything sounds simple, everything sounds easy. But the way he's saying it, you know, like you say, I'll speak from my heart. I'm telling you that.
Yeah,
but the 70% for every time somebody just
click on and you win your 70%. That's amazing. That's more than what people are offering right now on any platform. So it's a win-win situation. Big shout out to Bella Levy in the building. Sharika Ellison, what's up, girl? What's popping, shalakin? Big shout out to Sharika Ellison from Sharika E Studios, photographer, filmmaker, video. She does it all. Big shout out to her, and what she's doing. So anybody need a good photographer, that's who you want to talk in the Boston area or anywhere around Boston or anywhere around the world. You need a good photographer. That's who you reach out. She's one of the great photographers I know. Yeah, we met her. Okay. That I know out here in Boston. I mean, there's plenty of more, but she's definitely one of the best that I've seen so far. Create videos. Movie editing, she's so dope, and her pictures are awesome. So, that's the person you want to talk to. Big shout out to Sharika. And Super Saturday with the Don Vic Show. It is Super Saturday. So, Brandy Martin, I met her in Los Angeles. I met her in Los Angeles when I went out to the Coachella out there, and we became friends ever since then, and we still friends till today. And I'm honored to have her on the show, talk to her, and see what she's been doing ever since she was here on the last show. So she is. CEO of Red Entertainment. She also is a talk show host. And I believe she runs an organization. She did lose her daughter due to street violence. And, she's definitely a strong woman. She's been through a lot. She lost her daughter, lost her sister back to back. This woman's been through a lot, and the fact that she still stands up on her 2 feet is
amazing,
unbelievable. Yeah. So we actually have her here locked in. She's getting ready, so we're gonna get my sister here on on the live, and we're gonna talk to her, find out what she got going on, and what she's doing this present day. And I want to present to you Brandy Martin, CEO of Red Entertainment. Please welcome her to the show. Go.
Hey, what's
What's up,
going
sis?
on?
What's going on?
What's good?
Hey, how you kings doing? God bless both of y'all.
Thank you.
Likewise,
God bless. God
likewise.
bless.
Like it's always an honor to see you. Every time I
Oh,
see you, it's like it's like a shining star.
wow. Thank you so much. Same
You know,
here, same here. I get the same feeling. And congratulations on the upgrades. It's amazing.
you know
It's
how we do it,
amazing.
babe. It's all about
Man,
upgrading. You know.
yeah, and teamwork. And
That's
y'all
right.
are doing an amazing job. It's good to see 2022 is definitely evolved for you. So,
Yes, it
yes.
has. But I see it has evolved for you too. I see you doing things on media. So, you know, real quick, just tell even though I announced you, but you can say it yourself. Tell them who you are and exactly what you represent.
Okay, well, my name is Brandy. That's with a Y, Brandy Martin. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. This is my hometown. I've been here for, as of next month, 45 years. I'm the CEO of Big Red Entertainment, but I'm also the founder of No Love on the Platform, No Love on the Streets. But I also am involved in a lot of different things up under the Big Red Entertainment platform, like Welcome to Red Spot Chicago, which is the new hit reality show based here in Chicago, Illinois, about the movers and shakers in the city and the people that's really doing good things. I'm currently doing a new podcast. Shout out to the Chicago Bridge Magazine. I'm doing a lot of work with them. I actually was inducted into the Extraordinary People Hall of Fame last year by the Chicago Bridge Magazine. But I've now been presented to do a show with my co-host, celebrity chef Tawana Divine, and
Okay.
we're doing the Shy Queens podcast.
Hold on.
Now,
Shaq Queens, by
Shot
Shy
Shaq
Queen. Hold on.
Queens,
Shot Queen. Where'd you get Shot Queen
Come
from?
on, we got to tell us where that.
Shy. So that's Shy Queens. That's CHI Queens. Um,
Oh,
it's
Shot
we the
Chicago
Chicago Queen.
Queens. Chicago.
Chicago Queens. It's just
Got it.
abbreviated. Yeah, we just the Chicago Queens, and it's actually amazing to share that platform with Tawana because she's an actual chef. You know, a celebrity chef, executive celebrity chef. So, and she's a friend, a sister friend of mine. So, it's an honor. It's an honor. The biggest thing right now I got going on is the Welcome to Red Spot Chicago reality show. I've been in production now, going on a little bit over 4 months. And I got an amazing cast. Shout out to the whole cast of
Yeah,
Welcome to
shut up.
Red Spot Chicago.
Right.
There's some amazing people. I probably won't have time to name off all their names, but we are definitely family. There's a picture I will send you of the whole entire cast that you can promote. But we got anywhere from therapists to singers, entertainers rather, um, black businesses owners, radio hosts, clothing designers, models, actresses, liquor owners. Like we got some of everybody that's involved in this. And actually, Victor, when I first met you, I was being inducted to the Faces of Rap Mothers. And shout out to Shanta for this connection, because
Yes.
without her, I wouldn't even know you. But after being put into the Faces of Rap Mothers, once later on came an opportunity to actually do a show on their Roku channel. And that's what kicked everything pretty much up with me wanting to do one of the best shows about my own city and just bring it to the LA viewers. So I've been doing that, but successfully, I've been picked up by another network as well. So I'm grateful. I'm truly grateful for that. And that's where the Chicago Bridge steps in at. Not only is she a great person to work with, but she's also a great teacher. So not only am I on two networks now, but I'm also being taught by the owner of the Chicago Bridge how to one day own my own. So
Man,
yeah.
you everywhere. I'm in the wrong city.
Man,
No,
I'm
you're actually in the right city. I need all my friends spread it out so we can do amazing things around this globe. So you can come here, Victor, and turn up with me, and I can come there and turn up with you.
Oh, you already know it's a turn up out here in the beam, baby. You heard? We
I
turn
already
up
know I
out here.
can't wait to come out there because you actually came to see us in
Yes,
LA. and we didn't get a chance to really hang out like I know we should have.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna make that happen in 2022. That's my goal, to come out
that's
and
right.
actually be in the midst with you guys.
I would love to have you here because we I have the famous wall over here on my booth where people and everyone that comes into my studio gets to sign my wall.
Okay, dope.
So if you come here, you definitely come in studio. You get to sign the wall of fame. You see all types
You
of
know
people
I'm
that come in.
signing it all up. I'm from Chicago. We do that graffiti stuff real good. So you know
Yes,
I'm
you
gonna hook
see
it right
graffiti.
on up.
Yeah.
But until then, you can definitely say Big Red will be here and know
Yes.
that I'm coming.
Yes.
And I can put the year on there.
I
I can
can't.
definitely put the year on there.
Right. So for those people that don't know, you said it. We did meet down in L.A. That's where I met you and met. I already knew Shauna through virtual interview that I did with her, but I didn't
Right.
actually meet her. But I met her in
We didn't
person.
meet to in person to LA, yes.
That's right, and met you, met the rest of the girls. So we've been friends ever since. We've been
Yes.
connected. We took a little break because I know you got busy. I started getting busy, and I
Oh
got
my
this.
God.
I got this
Yes.
studio, so I was working on my studio and and making things happen. But you've always been Brandy, and I've seen you do some interviews and stuff where you really have gotten real personal, with stuff that
Yes.
happened in your life. But you're original, and I like that about you. You're who
Thank
you
you.
are, and who you are is what they get. Like you don't cut corners. You say
And
what it
that's it.
is.
That's it.
You,
That's
you
it.
say
That's
what
all
it
they ever gonna
is.
get.
Yes, you say what it is, like it or not. This is who Brandy is, and this is what I got to say. This is my story, and that's that. And that's what I've
That's
loved
that.
about you.
Right.
You know,
Thank you so much. You know, when we in the business that we in, it's so easy to get on here and make life look like it's super perfect. You know what I'm saying? And for most people, like I'm blessed. I got 5,000 people on my actual page, and I can truly say at least 4,000 of those people I really know them. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But I have other pages and I have people that follow me and people who are not my friends that follow me. And I just try to make sure that I show every side of me. Like I don't have a big major company. I don't have a bank account full of money. You know what I'm saying? I live in a poverty-stricken area. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I've been faced with some of the worst tragedies, just like other people have. I go through the struggle like everybody else. I'm just a person that tries to stay consistent in what I do because I like what I do sometimes, but I try to stay consistent with that. But I do try to put out every part of me. And a lot of people don't agree with that, Victor, believe it or not. A lot of people say I say too much, I do too much. And I got to the point where it was like, this is my truth. And this is what I deal with on a daily. And being a person, see, I went through a stage where I held everything in. And holding everything in, that old saying, pressure busts a pipe. That's true. Pressure does bust a pipe.
That's right.
And for many years, even with me having this big mouth now, I didn't have a voice. And I
Right.
didn't discover my voice until I was like 21, 22 years old. And it's after I took health issues upon not opening up my mouth. So I say what I want to say. I say what's really. I'm learning how to know when to say what to say at the right time in the right place. But like, who's to determine the right time? Like
Right.
I deal with depression, this, Victor, because we're really
Yeah.
friends
Yeah.
outside of this. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I deal with anxiety and depression. I'm a warrior mom. Shout out to my warrior moms.
Yes.
But I'm a warrior mom. For those of y'all that don't know what that is a group of women here in Chicago on the outskirts who lost their children to gun violence. And so I'm grieving. I go through a lot of everyday issues, but I tell it so that other people can see it's okay not to be okay. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It's okay to admit that the struggle is real. It's okay to admit that, everybody's so quick to get a testimony, but they don't want to go through the test. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Right.
like there's no testimony without a test. So I open up my mouth and say that because there's a lot of people, like some people that might tune in that don't know me.
Right.
It might be some things I can say on here that they can identify with and actually understand what's going on with themselves. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like That's why I just try to be so open. You will see me crying, snot coming out my nose. You will see me hollering and screaming, laughing, celebrating and everything. But you get to see all of me, and
Right.
that's the part that I like.
I
I'm
like that.
comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with that.
Right. I like that part of you because you're authentic. Like my friend Bella said, you're authentic. And
Hey, Bella.
yeah, she's in the building. Yeah. So,
Yeah. So
what strikes me so odd is that every time I see you, and you said it before, just because I'm smiling and I look happy doesn't mean that I'm always happy. It's because you're just that's the way you are. And I
that's
just
the
want
way
to
I am.
right. And I know from the last time we spoke, the loss of your daughter was a big impact, and it still is an impact in your life. How have
And my
you
sister.
right, and your sister? That's right, both of them. Like
Yeah, I lost my
in a
sister.
short distance.
My sister, June 27, 2019. My daughter, July 5th, 2019. My father, July 6, 2019, the day after my daughter. Then I recently lost my mom last year in March, March
Wow,
17th.
I'm
So,
so sorry.
yeah, yeah,
So coping with all that because this hit you like back to back to back to back,
yes.
and you standing strong on your 2 feet after all this and doing what you're doing, man, that's like psh,
That's
Warrior.
God,
that's
Victor. That's
speechless.
God.
That's like I can't even find a word for that because
That's God.
yeah,
Even
definitely
with
God.
me, I just smoked the blunt and I can still tell you that's God. It's God. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, Victor? It's
right.
God. Um, I lost 28 people in 2.5 years.
So
And trust and believe me, I've lost plenty of people before that even happened. And I didn't do a count. I do a count now, and it's just like, wow, when you get hit, like I'm not a perfect person. I have a lot of flaws. I have a lot of issues that I'm dealing with, emotional and everything. But when death knocks on the door that many times, back to back like that, especially when your immediate family is taken out like that, it kind of open up your eyes to a lot of different things. And I don't know about nobody else, but death changes you. You know what I'm saying? I always was a humble person, but I'm a little bit more humble now, and I'm still in progress. You know what I'm saying? But I'm grateful for everything. From
right.
toilet paper to a cup of water to a, a,
Anything.
a 99-cent cheeseburger. It's like, and just to be able to get up and look at cause see outside my house is rocks, trees, and weeds. It ain't no apple trees and no roses or none of that. So
I get it.
I just be grateful to see that. And recently, last month in January, I almost suffered a stroke.
Wow.
And I went in, my blood pressure was 250 over 180. And I found out I had a blood clot on my lung and in my leg. And
Mm,
that has been very life changing for me because I'm now on meds. I'm now officially on meds for my depression and anxiety, which I was self medicating all the time for. But I'm now on meds and I'm just dealing with life changing issues right now. But again, I say, like, it's not gonna stop me from smiling. God ain't allowing me to see all this stuff, Victor, and not grow from it or not see how valuable life truly is. You know what I'm saying?
that's right.
So I continue to push. I'm going through something right now as we speak, but
Yeah,
he's still real because it could be a whole lot better, a whole lot worse.
that's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So it's just a fight. I love what I do, so I continue even when I'm going through in my personal life, like some really challenging things. I still continue to push Big Red Entertainment. And that'd be a little weird for some people, but working right now is like a part of my healing, Victor. Like you
Yes,
live, I know you live for the day to wake up every day and do your show. I know this because you're always excited about it. And when you're so passionate about something, it's like hard to let it go, even if you can't do it fully the way you want to do it. You be doing it. You know what
right,
I'm saying? So
right.
I I got into this big old production with Welcome to Red Spot Chicago, and it rolled like a snowball effect, and that's been keeping me going. That cast is not just the cast. My season one cast is family. Like a lot of people knew each other, but we have really created bonds. So It's just been real. You know what I'm saying? It's been real,
Right,
real around these parts.
right. So, um, just so that people know, because you do have the Red Entertainment, um,
Big
uh,
Red, Big
Big
Red,
Red. I'm
Big
two
Red
sorry,
D's.
Big Red,
Entertainment.
Big Red
Big Red.
Entertainment.
And let me make sure, because I'm Googleable, let me make sure it is BIGREDD Entertainment. Because a lot of people put RED. No, it's two D's the long way, because it's been a long ride.
So tell the people, some of your artists that are on your label, so they know who they are.
Yes, yes. And thank you for acknowledging my artist. Yes, Victor.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got Passion Dreamer 515. She's an artist, an entertainer. She's a songwriter. She's also a clothing line owner. She got her own clothing line, 515 Original Apparel. Make sure y'all go check out, dig up the information. She's Googleable too for her website and purchase some clothing, support black businesses, of course. But we have Prince Egypt, the artist, who is also an entertainer and songwriter. He's also a poet, and he also is a author. He has a book by the name of Tooth and Nail up under the name of Michael Hinkle on Amazon, and he's currently writing his second book now. Um, he's kind of like stuck in between the Potter type of stuff, that
Mm,
really make you want to read it.
right.
Then we got Shiva Baby. Shiva Baby is also an artist. Um, she's a business owner as well. She has her own clothing line, Dope Magic, and she's also tapped into the lingerie. So she's amazing. And then we got Tia Songbird. She's an artist, songwriter, and she also has Tea Lisses, where she makes candles, really unique candles and sage and different things like that. So yeah, and I have Napo, my Latin artist who has been rocking with me since day one.
Okay,
And
reggaeton.
yes, Napo,
Ah,
Napo, Napo
reggaeton,
Guapo.
reggaeton, 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 reggaeton,
Did you say
reggaeton.
her? Did
And
you say
he's amazing.
Snapple? Did you say Snapple Wapple?
Listen, I'm gonna send you some of his music, Victor. I'm sure you would enjoy. But Napo is like he's an amazing friend. He also works a 9 to 5, but he's a super dope king, and he's versatile. He sings in Spanish, he raps in Spanish as well as in English, and it's just dope. It's just dope, and I often leave him out in interviews, but anywhere he's at, whether he's in Puerto Rico, whatever, he's always rocking Big Red Entertainment. So I wanted to make sure I shouted him out in this
Yeah,
interview.
yeah. Definitely big shout out
So,
Napo.
so, so tell everybody how did Big Red Entertainment get started?
Well, actually, I feel like Big Red Entertainment got started along my journey of growing up because I've always been into music. I've always been into people, and I always like parties. Something to keep a smile on my face. But I actually got involved with my sister Breezy Entertainment. Shout out to Breezy, and doing a movie. And in the process of doing the movie, I understudied up under her. And I just seen the amazing things that me and a close friend of mine was doing for my sister's company. And I was like, maybe this is something I could tap into, and I was like, the people already, you be in the right places, why not try it and make money for yourself and do something that is different, step out the box. So we came up with the idea. I branched off in 6 months, and Big Red Entertainment was actually born. But I've been Big Red all my life. So I kept the name. I just added entertainment to it because I did bartending for 17 years and everybody knew me as Big Red. So I just kept that and added ENT to it. And it's been up from there, It's been up from there.
Mm. You do you have
Thank you.
due to the COVID, because we know COVID is all over the
Yes.
place, and it's really messing up people's money and stuff. How are you keeping your artists busy, or knowing that this COVID thing is, are they doing shows, like, or are just recording for now?
No, we're working over here. We're
Okay.
working. But during the COVID, now let's talk about the serious stage, where like when everything first got shut down all over.
Okay.
Actually, what we did, which everybody should have done, before the PPPs and everything came along. Um, A lot of my artists actually found out what else they was good at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and Passion sat down and actually wrote a whole web series called Hard Six, and right in the midst of writing Hard Six, she actually came up with her clothing line, and it took off. So although she wasn't hitting the stage, she was killing with her clothing line. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Because everybody still was still going out, even when they weren't supposed to, and everybody still wanted to be fresh. So that part with her kept going. Egypt started to paint, and he started to write. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody just basically tapped into something else they didn't know they was good in, or something they knew they was good in. They just didn't give it that time. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But as far as right now, even with the COVID laws going on, ours is bad, but not really that bad. But we still, I just was at a show last night, with El Hitter and Family First and Lil Chris and ran from Go Boys. Like it was lit last night, but everybody's taking safety precautions. A lot of clubs down here are allowing people to come in and do on hand testing. A lot of places in Chicago, Illinois are requiring to be vaccinated to even go into restaurants and sit down and eat and stuff like that. But for the most part, a lot of things are popping for us in our outskirts of Chicago because their rules are different from our laws. You
Right.
know, we can still go eat it in Indiana. We can still in Saltville. We can still go do stuff like that out here. So people just promoters just been making it work, and just happen to go with the flow. A lot of promoters that I do know, they haven't really took big losses other than the size of the crowds of the people. But for the most part, everybody's still pushing.
Right. You know, I try not to watch the news because I just don't. I
Oh
don't.
yeah, I know.
But I know there's a lot of. I don't know what's going on in Chicago as far as the
A
streets.
lot of deaths. A lot of
Yes,
deaths.
but it's crazy. It's like five people got shot in a day that I looked at when I did look at TV. It said Chicago five, and it's all
Oh, it
young
was more
kids.
than that. It was more than that, probably.
Yeah, on that particular scene, it was five. I know there was probably more across the city,
Yeah.
but I know Chicago can have maybe up to 20 shootings a day or more. You know,
I'm glad you brought that up, Victor. I really am. I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to bring it up anyway.
okay.
Right now, we are up under attack amongst ourselves in our own
Yes,
city.
I don't
Yes,
get it.
I would totally agree. And like we have done before, we can talk for hours about the gun violence and all of the bad things that are going on in the city of Chicago. And mostly we can really talk about them because they are publicized. They are put out there on social media and different outlets to let you know what's going on. Everything, this is my opinion, everything is politics. But there's some amazing things that's going on here too. And that was the purpose of my show, Welcome to Red Spot Chicago, because everybody's been used to me for the last 2.5 years, giving them my opinion. I put it in their face. We tired of the murders. Yes, we are tired of the murders. But until we actually get together, actually try to do something about it and take back our streets, I know we just talkers. You know what I'm saying? So I decided like to do this show to show that amongst all these murders and everything that's been put on social media and on the news and the radios, that there's also some great things. People are building down here. People are trying to create different opportunities for the youth to have something to do or to get the guns off the street. And that's the part that's not being
Of
publicized.
course
You
not.
know,
Of
yeah,
course
it's
not.
not being publicized at all. But I will be the first one to say I will never back down from saying this. We are losing more children here in Chicago than ever before.
Yes.
And it's crazy because you're right. Majority of the deaths that are going on right now for us are children under the ages of 15 and
Yes.
females. Females. We've lost at least 3 to 4 girls in a week, including a
Wow.
pregnant mother that was killed down here just
Yes.
days ago.
Yes.
And it's crazy. There's more carjackings going on. It's a lot of stuff, but guess what? There's more black businesses and businesses being open. There's more opportunities that are being put into motion and progress right now to make different communities better. There are good people out here that is actually not getting a payment to stand up, like Tiffany Frank. You know what I'm saying? And Adrian Williams. You know what I'm saying? These are people that are standing up to make a difference in our communities on so many different letters. But those are the things that are not being publicized. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Right.
trying to show that through the music platform and through my platform with this show, that in the midst of because there's something going on everywhere. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? When I came to LA, I thought I had seen it all in Chicago. You hear me? When
Yeah.
I came to LA and seen how many homeless people and
Oh,
how many
hit
people
it.
were on the street. I think I talked to you about that after I came back home. That hurt me so bad. So we are all being hit with a lot of different things that are affecting us and should be affecting us as a whole. But it's like we can't get a grip on it right now. It's like, where do the guns come from? You know, we're not going to get the guns. I'm going to
Yeah.
be honest with you. We're
Yeah. Well,
not going to get the guns.
black market.
It's real. The black market
It's
is definitely real.
yeah. What it's.
You know,
There ain't no machinery in Chicago where they make guns there. They ain't. Nobody there
and
got.
trust me, I don't care how much money we got.
Yeah.
Victor, we ain't going to get them guns. Them guns is being
Right.
brought to us. Now, we might be going to purchase them,
Yeah.
but we ain't bringing them here. We ain't even
That's
got
right.
that type of movement like that. You know what I'm
Right.
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
that just goes to show you, it's a lot of stuff tied up with a lot of these poverty stricken communities. And the reason I keep saying that is because all of those communities are the ones that are up under different experiments and projects. You
That's
get what
right.
I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's that for a reason. And a lot of things are designed to happen and to be publicized in those communities and in those areas to make sure that they get those fundings for them. You get what I'm saying? To
Right.
make sure that they get that attention that they get, or that contract that they get to build this new high rise and tear down old grandma and mom and pop shops and different things that have been there for years.
Right.
Instead of investing and trying to create something, it's all, like I said, it's all politics. And I speak on what I know. I don't know much of it, but I do know that a lot of these shootings are not just us doing the shoot.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
you know that.
It's just like we just recently had a guest, Brent Gaskin, and he said it too. He said, "How come we could protest white cops killing black people or of color, but we can't protest black on black or black on Spanish? And do
Or Spanish on Spanish, black on Spanish.
yeah,
I
The
and I
people in
agree.
color,
I agree.
and it's true because it's there. You can see it. And it's a big issue. You know,
Everywhere.
everywhere. But we need to address our problem, the black and
Right.
black crimes. You know,
Yeah, the self-inflicted, because I'll be the
exactly.
first to say I love my people. I love my
Yes.
people. I love all. I don't see color, but I will tell you this: I know for a fact that black men killed my daughter. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So it's
Right.
like I know for a fact a black conductor hit my sister. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Right.
I know these things, and it's sad because we do need more unity and love amongst us all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not what we're dealing with these murders. It's not a color thing. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
it's a thing that is being affected around the globe. Period.
Right.
And it's sad because it used to be a thing, and you know this, Victor, because I know your testimony. Like no women, no children.
That's right. Yeah.
And now it's just like it's a free for
yeah,
all. No one cares. There's no structure. Like everything. It used to be a time a person could ring a phone and stop everything that was going on in a 7-block radius, but there's no structure. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
And you know what, Brandon? I'm glad you said that because on our time when you was coming up, that was coming up, there were murders and killings, but we had a
Exactly.
street. We had a street code. Oh, geez, we had a street. There's certain things you couldn't do on the block. You couldn't go, even if you had an enemy, you couldn't go over there and start no drama. No, we don't get along with them, but as long as they don't come here, we don't go over there.
We're not tampering with it, right?
We leave it alone. We got things to do. We need to eat. We got families.
Because they didn't want their blocks hot. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? They was like, we don't want all that attention.
right. It was all about getting money. But and we had street codes. There were certain things that you don't do, you couldn't do, because your own team would check you up on it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So now what I see is no street code. There's no street code. Everything is whatever, and the numbers of killings are getting younger and younger.
Facts.
You know,
And more women.
right? Women and kids. It's just my days. You wouldn't see that. Women didn't get involved with men stuff on the street. It was a man thing. You know, now women are getting involved in it, and they're young, and there's no guidance. There's no OGs on the streets telling, "Hey, this ain't the way you're supposed to roll," because some of these kids are out of control. You can't tell them nothing. They'll pull a gun on you and blow your head off just because you're trying to tell them something positive.
And that's because a lot of them are angry, Victor. A lot of them are angry.
I get it.
A lot of them are angry because, a lot of the OGs and a lot of people, just period. A lot of people, we talked about this before. A lot of people are raised up off survival love. A lot of
Right.
people not raised off of love. And our grandmothers got younger and younger, so they were more into their lives, and they was not able, not all of them, but they
Right.
was not able to step in like the generations before. So a lot of people are looking for somewhere to fit in, or some person to understand them.
Right.
And it's more easier sometimes, and I'll be the first one to admit it, to be understood at in the streets than it is at home.
It
You know
is.
what I'm saying? I've never been a black young man. I've never been a Hispanic young man. I don't know what it feels like to be a man, but I can tell you how it feels like to be a woman that experienced that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes it's hard to fit, and it be a lot of different reasons why people choose to do what they want to do. But a lot of people just angry. Hell, I was angry for many years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
About things that occurred that I seen growing up as a kid.
Right.
Coming up in a drug inflicted home and being adopted and things like that. It's a lot of things, being molested, being raped. It's a lot of things that had me filled with rage. And a lot of times, I really love people, but it was all about survival, just making it to the next day because I had been through so much. So I got a lot of families. You might hear me say, "Hey, cuz," to a million people on my Facebook. And that's because I adapted a lot of families. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? From
Yeah.
being trying to find my place. And a lot of these, that's what I feel is going on. A lot of these young men are just trying to find their place.
Right.
A lot of
Right.
them don't have fathers because they got locked up either while they were in the womb or early in their stages, and they're just coming back in their lives. And we women, we can show our sons. I have two, everything in the world. I'm battling with some things with them, but we can show them all the things in the world. But I can't really teach them how to be a man.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
I mean,
You know,
I personally think like as like the OGs nowadays also should go by and lead by example, because there's I know personally friends of mine, the OGs, and that's still out there, and instead of telling them, hey, no, don't go do that, they say, here, here's a gun, this is what you need to do, and this is how you do it.
because
You
a
know,
lot of OGs are putting it in the hands of the youth because there's no respect there. See,
Right.
back then the
right,
OGs was being respected. Now you
right,
got the newcomers coming along; they're not respecting them. So who do they get? The ones that is able to mingle in with them.
right,
And then you
right.
got a lot of OGs that's really working hard to make a difference. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But you think about it, like you said, man, laying down the blueprint. But if you really think about it, not all of the OGs had a correct blueprint. You
Right.
feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
it's like everybody's self-learning, everybody's trying to find their place with everything. And it's unfortunate that a lot of like I remember watching Victor. I know both of y'all remember this growing up, where you will see fathers, or you will see their father friends or uncles teaching their kids, "Hey, put your dukes up. Put your dukes
Yeah.
up. Where you at?
Yeah.
Where you at? Where you at?"
Yeah.
You don't see that no more. What you see
Right.
now is this. And you
Yeah.
know where it's starting at. And I will be the first thing. I'm gonna make a lot of people upset with this. But I think the worst thing that they could have created for us was the video game.
Yes.
Because that is training in progress.
Yes.
You feel me? Imagine being a kid 5 years old, and all you play is this shooting game all your life. They didn't show you your targets. They didn't show you what you get, what you can win, what even what you can buy if you run out of it. Just to make sure you create this mission. And basically, the mission always be is to kill all your ops. And
Yes.
the TV steady saying that they got the gaming headphones. That's all in your ear. 17 hours out of the day. This is what you're doing. And you
Yeah.
steady hearing it's programming. It's
That's right.
programming.
We were
So
talking
now
about that today with Mr. John more is about the programming, and you said it.
Programming. It's
Yeah,
programming.
it's
And it's
so
like
true.
now I didn't play this video game from 5 and now I'm 8. And now they didn't let me out on the streets. I'm going out even if I'm in front of the house. And the first little boy that says something to me, I'm looking at him like, kill op. You know what I'm saying? Or he's an op. Or
Yeah.
this is what it's like a program thing. So now imagine that 12, that 10-year-old, once was that 5-year-old, that is now that 18 and 17-year-old.
Right.
And they didn't had a good aim because the TV tells you when you hit your mark, boom, you hit your mark. They've
Yeah.
been trained already. So
Right.
when they go out on the street, it makes it easier because all they've been taught and programmed to is survival
That's right.
and
Mhm.
making it through to the next room or the next level. And I think that has a major part to do. And it's not only men that play these games. There are a lot of women play these games. There
Right.
have been a lot more female shootings of women being the shooters I have seen in 2021 than I ever seen.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
That's crazy.
We had a case up here where a young lady just got out the car and just blew another young lady's brains completely out on camera.
Wow. And it seemed like the women that do choose that path, their crime is like more like, you know, uh their attack on their prey it's uglier than, like, do shit. These women are like walking up, really blowing your head off, like they stepping it up. You know,
Yeah, it's not only the men, Victor. We got a lot of
yes,
crime going on, and it's men and women. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
And I'm just praying for us as a human race, period, globally, that some changes be made because, like, we killing each other out. We don't have to worry about the attack of nobody else. We're actually doing the work.
hmm,
Young men used to be scared to get drafted into the army because they felt like they was putting their life in danger. Well, imagine living in a war your whole entire life.
that's
And
crazy.
there's no bombs going off in Chicago.
That's
Okay.
right.
So
Yeah.
imagine just every day it's just a battlefield. And that's what it has become. I didn't get scared.
Wow.
I'm really like I try to go get everything I need and get back in the house because it's just so unsafe. You can't even go to the store. But we got areas that is so safe
Mm,
that
right.
they can leave their doors open. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And don't have to worry about nothing, no burglaries, no nothing. But it's just a shift in the universe right now, and God is definitely moving, and He's shaking up some things. And I just feel like before everything gets a whole lot of better, we're gonna see a lot of the bad part because I think everybody as a whole needs to be reminded. You know what I'm saying? At some
Right.
point, who he is, and what he is capable of. Now, I don't think he has any parts to do with any of the malicious things that are going on, but I think we'll find out who he is when we see how we can come out of this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's just it's truly it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Social media, like, it's become the news, the local
Yeah.
channel news,
Right.
and people even exploit dead bodies, blew off heads, and everything on social media nowadays. So
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it has really taken. It has its good and very strong points with social media. I love it. I stay on here, but it has its bad points too. And
Mhm.
I just wish that even, speaking to both our platforms here, that we try to promote a little bit more of the positive from our
Yes.
communities
Yes.
than the negative, because that's all they're looking for.
Right.
That's all they want to see. They don't
Mhm.
want to see that Victor is doing amazing things and he has created a dope platform to put and allow other people to come on and share their stories from across the globe. They don't want to
Right.
see things like that. They would rather
Right.
talk about Victor. Victor got, former gang. That's the
Yeah.
stuff that they want to put out.
Right.
And it's up to us to actually take initiative now and just start promoting our people in a different light, because
Right.
all of us are not, it's not all of us are bad apples.
Right.
We got a couple. And then I believe in change. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
I believe in second chances. I
That's
believe in
right.
third chances,
Right.
because me recognizing that I am perfectly imperfect, I know that I mess up often. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Right.
it's not all the time something that I'm trying to do. It's just something that happens. I tends to look that way, and I be wanting forgiveness. So I believe in second chances. And a lot of those bad apples just need second chances and proper guidance, like myself, you know.
Yeah, that's it's sad to say that we gotta live through this, and go through these experiences to become who we are today, and change our lives to try and do better for our community, for our children, for our people, so that
For
people can look
ourselves.
right
Yeah.
for ourselves, and someone can look at you and look at me and say, "Wow, I remember when Brandy was, man, you couldn't even say anything to her. She'll cuss you out, or she wanted to fight, or she was out there doing this and that. Look who Brandy became today.
Facts.
Look what Brandy's doing for our community. So if she could change, and she was one of the people talked about the most, we could change. And
Facts.
and that's what I'm trying to do with my platform.
And you're
And
doing it. You're doing it. You're doing
um,
it. I never hold back with you, Victor. I always give you the realest of the real. And I haven't got a chance. I will be the first to say, well, I haven't saw a lot of the current shows, but I'm gonna do better in 2020, with my balance. But you're doing it already, and you've been doing it before the studio setup. You've been doing it.
right,
And I remember talking to you, and you was like, "I'm leaving the store and I'm about to go start the show." Just to make sure that you gave a platform to people like myself. So, like, just continue to be that person that wants to give the platforms and create, perfect situations for people to share their stories, good or bad.
right, right. And Brandy, I'll tell you, from the last time you and I spoke, I've met some amazing people. I mean, you have no idea the people I know. Um, I've met. I can't say that no one that's been on my show have gave me any bad vibes or any
That's good.
problem. Like, everything's been so good. And I've connected people with other people to make them grow.
And
You
that's what
know
it's all about.
exactly. So, seeing myself from the inside, I know I do things. Um, but a person from the outside can see more than what I can see do. You know what I'm saying? Because people be like, "Wow, you're doing a lot of things," and sometimes I'll be like, "Well, maybe because it's normal for me to do it, so I don't look at it as big as other people look at it, or my
Mm.
show, or my platform." But what I get back, the input I get back is like, "Yo, you're doing good. The people they're talking about you, and this and that. You're doing a great thing." So that makes me feel great about it, and it motivates me to keep doing it.
And you
And
should.
and because of it, you know I'm in projects with other people, and people are reaching out to me, wanting me to be part of their project. So I see the growth, and you're right. I've been doing it for a while, and I thought that I needed to step it up.
And you did.
And I met you. You're an amazing woman. So have you spoken to any of the other girls besides Shonda? Have you spoken to
I
like
actually
Barbara?
had a hour and a half conversation with Candy Struthers DeVoy,
Uh,
the CEO, the founder of Faces of Rap Mothers. We had an amazing conversation. We were talking about the filming for the movie with Omar Gooden, that she's actually about to start production for, as well as the Faces of Rap Mothers movie. I spoke with her. I had an amazing conversation. Nick Payne actually called, and we discontinued the conversation, but I'm looking forward to talking to her later. Shanta, I got a chance to talk to Shanta over social media because, Shanta's really just now getting back into
yeah, yeah,
the scene, sending prayers out to her as always. Paperboy, he's not a part of Faces of Rap Mothers, but I met him through Shanta. He's amazing. That's who does my graphic design, who has been doing the graphic designs.
yeah. I know who you are.
Um, Antoinette Ames, that's my sweetheart. Like, I knew her. That's how I wound up to be a face of Rap Mothers, which was through Antoinette Ames. And I think we talk more frequent than anybody. Star Bentley is on my page.
I
Sapphire
love it.
Blue. It's a couple of people on my page, and we see each other post on a daily. But I've been so busy, I haven't got a chance to really talk to anybody
Yeah,
too
I know.
much.
I know you're busy. You just recently did a show. You was on another podcast. That's what I was watching. I was
Which one?
watching.
Underground Hitters. Shout out to Underground Hitters
Yeah,
Radio. Yes,
yeah.
actually, that's an amazing radio show. Um, it's authentic, like a mug. It is definitely authentic. Um, you see, I had to catch myself. I was like, I forgot I can't cuss on here because it's real radio. It's real radio. But I am actually an original hitter from Underground Hitters. I actually was involved in a while I was being put together. And like we talked about earlier, I went through some things that prevented me from stepping in when I'm supposed to. But there is my seat is still there. So that was my actual first interview with them since everything has happened. And it was just to let everybody know, just to stay in tune. I got two shows coming on with them. One spiritual show on Sundays and one show where I get to be Big Red, my crazy self. Where I'm gonna talk about a lot of stuff. But yeah, shout out to Underground Hitters, the whole team over there, and Nikki Dixon. They dope. Um, but I'm not gonna throw away my own podcast, Victor. You know that, of course.
Hey,
But
you can't. You can't. So
right.
when are you airing? When is your
When
show?
am I coming back? Everybody keep asking me that. They was like, you had a dope concept going on with that. I will tell you, I've got like three things that I have not even finished with. And in the midst of doing this reality show, I'm trying to finish the reality. In the midst of doing the reality show, I'm trying to finish the documentary because that's a part of my storyline. Once I get those two things done, then I'm going to start back on my own podcast because I want my stuff to be a lot different than everything else. So right now, I'm just learning, taking
Right.
a little bit from everywhere and just learning, better ways to make it better. But we actually did really good our first season. We did really, really good our first season. I had some really amazing people on the show. So I'm looking forward to season two. Honestly speaking, y'all will probably see my red spot podcast probably in June.
In June.
Yeah, in
Okay.
June. Because I'm getting ready to do a tour. I'm getting ready to do a tour too, with some dope artists. Yes, and shout out to Family First, and shout out to Eddie August, and also Felice. But I'm about to do a tour with some people, and it's coming real soon, close to March, and that's with El Hitter and King Youngin. King Youngin is amazing youth here. He's actually perfect name, King Youngin, but King Youngin is a young man here that is actually only 10 years old, and he's been making history in the city of Chicago with being able to perform in all the clubs with older people over 21. And he has
Okay.
actually took off, and he's on a reality show. He's the youngest person on my reality show, the only kid on the reality show with a main storyline. We have the other cast member children that we popping in, but he has his own storyline. And I had the opportunity to be able to travel and go to 6 cities with him coming up. So
That's dope. So you
Okay,
got a lot
okay.
of things going on, huh?
It's a lot.
You
yeah,
working. You working.
I'm trying really hard.
Hey, what? So,
Yeah.
um, what's how can people connect to you if they need to connect to you for anything, or how do they find you know, uh, your
Well, first off, y'all can share this live. Support Don Vic show and his host. Please support it. You can find me through his page, but no, seriously, you can find me at Brandy Martin. That's with a Y. Or you can Google me, or you can find me on IG at Follow My Smile _RED. That's the only social media with one D. I'm about to change that, but that's the only social media with one D. But you can Google BIGREDDEN Entertainment, and I'll pop up pictures and all, my artists and all. You can find me anywhere, anywhere,
mm,
Anywhere.
definitely.
anywhere.
I can't wait for you to start your podcast so I can come out there and be a guest on your show.
Right.
Well,
Or
guess what? We can make that happen. Like I said, I have an amazing podcast that I'm doing right now, the Shaq Queens podcast, and I would love to set up an interview. And we don't have to wait for mass because this is mass. Like I said, I have the great opportunity. Uh, Miss Bridget Wiley that's working with me. This is her show, but she has gave me like freelance to do like some amazing things. So let's set that up, Victor. I would love to have both of you guys on the show and interview you.
That's
Uh,
what's up.
let's aim for sometime this week. You know, we make things
You
happen
know?
real fast.
Wait. She putting the pressure.
Hold on, I gotta check my schedule.
Wait, hold on.
I gotta
Well, check the schedule, Victor. But you know how we do. We make
I
things
know,
happen for
I'm
each other.
not
So
saying. I'm not saying that. I heard you have a wonderful show, but you'll put the pressure on us. You know what I'm saying? Like
For real.
I'm coming for you. Okay.
For
All right.
But you
real.
know what? I just want to always let you know that my hand is extended like yours, because I can hit you up, Victor, and you'll have me on the show in 30 minutes.
Oh, you
You know what I'm
already
saying?
know.
So I'm just letting you know whenever you ready, I'm ready. There's no invitation needed. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? You
Okay.
just
So
all you
far
got to
next
put in
weekend,
there.
right? So far next weekend, we already got open for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Pick a day.
Any date you want, any day you want.
Okay,
Let's do
cool.
Sunday. Let's do Sunday.
You want to? Okay, well,
Yeah,
we'll talk about that. We'll set it up.
Yeah, set it up. Set it up.
Yeah,
Set it
set
up.
it up with you. You know what I'm
Let me
saying?
invite you into my world. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so real quick, I just want to shout out from Chicago, my brother Smokey the Bandit
Shout
out
out
there.
Smokey and Stacks
Yeah.
Gorillas.
Yeah, Stack the Realist.
Yes.
That's right. And my boy Pop Radio from iHeartRadio out there in Chicago.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, his name is Aldo Eldorado, something like that. He got a
Follow me, whoever he is. Just
yeah,
follow me because
yeah.
I'm on iHeartRadio too. So follow me,
Okay,
please.
big shout out to them, and and definitely you and your whole team and everybody out in Chicago. So, anything else you want to say? Any shout outs you want to give out to? Because I know you got some people.
Man, shout out to my Big Red Entertainment family. Shout out to my Welcome to Red Spot Chicago family. Please, you guys, just support the movement. Watch the movement of the show as it progresses along the way. Like I said, I got 22 cast members, and I can't name them all, but they know I love them, and I appreciate you all because these people are grinding. They really believe in this. I want to send a special shout out to my son Jamario, my son Gigi. And God, just for allowing me to be able to, be on this platform today. And of course, you guys for having me. Just continue to stay real. Trust your gut. Follow your dreams. You're never too old to do nothing. A lot of people will tell you that, but I feel like, hey, if you want to touch it, even if you never go back to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Follow shout out the pretty plug. Follow them on YouTube and just support the Chicago Bridge, the faces around me. Anything that I touch, support it. And I'm gonna do the same for y'all. Follow me and I'm gonna follow you back. I love you, Victor.
I love you more, girl. You already know. That's all love is.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you for coming on the show. I'm gonna bring you back on the show. You know, I always bring you back. I don't care when
You
it
gonna
is.
always bring me back. And I would love to have you. Now, this is openly. I'm saying this for all your viewers to hear me. I would love for sometime between now and March that you come down here and film and be a part of my show.
Okay, well, you let me know. Tell you what, you let me know what times you got what days you have available, and I can either fly out there or whatever out there, and I'll come to your show live, and we can do the damn thing.
Well, I'm talking about the reality show, Victor.
Oh, the
I want you to
reality
pop
show.
in on there.
Whoa.
Oh, hold on.
Yes.
I'm getting my weight up too, girl. Hold on a second. On camera.
Guess what? We look good. We
That's
look
right.
good. They don't
Yeah,
know
you
what we
already
done been through. We look good.
Okay.
Yeah, but guess what? Whenever you're ready, you and your host, whenever you're ready, just let me know. I would love to have you come up here and film an episode of the show, and just put the spotlight on what you got going, the Don Vic show as well, because everybody hears themselves on my show. No one is someone else or doing something that they're really not doing.
Right.
So I would love to show the connection live for the Roku to be able to put it out there. The Don Vic show is dope. Support it.
Right. Thank you. So is the Brandy show. So thank you so much. I love you. And tell the girls I said hi. Star Bentley, Mary Angel, you already know what it is. So thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to y'all soon. God bless you, Kings. Continue to be great.
Bye, Queen. Bye.
All right.
That was Brandy Martin all the way from Chi-Town, Chicago. Stand up for the Queen. You feel me? So that's what Brandy's doing out in Chicago. She's an amazing woman, man. I'm thankful. You know what? I'm thankful for Smokey the Bandit, because Smokey the Bandit introduced me to Shauna Gibson. And from Shauna Gibson, I met Brandy, I met Star, I met Mary, I met Candy, I met Diana Boss, I met Bella Livy, and it goes on. I met Miss Callie, I met Callie and everybody else. Sugar, I forgot his name. She's Sugar something.
Hey, Sugar.
Yeah. So I'm an Angel. What's her name? Her name is Angel something, but she know who she is. And it's been great, man. It's been great. We've been friends. See, we've been friends ever since. We connect each other, even though we all busy. Shauna's busy. Brandy's busy, as you can see. She's doing, things all over there in Chicago. And we still remain friends, and that's so dope. And every time I talk to either one, they're doing something different. They're stepping up their game, and that's what it's all about. Step up the game. You know what I'm saying? Keep connected with the people that love you, support you, and want to see you grow. And Brandy's one of those individuals, even though she went through what she went through. But I'm really look up to her, man, because she's.
I don't know how, honestly, like you say like that. I don't know how she's doing it. You know what I'm saying? But whatever she's doing, man,
it's working.
She's blessed, and that's what I'm saying.
Definitely blessed. She's definitely blessed. And I just, I like to show off my friends like that. I show her off all the time.
I know Brandy Martin.
Yeah, So, people show the love, man, and tune in. Tune in at 7:00. We got this last show coming up with Mr. Damian King, all the way from Australia. He's a director. He's a film writer. This guy does it all. So he'll be on at 7:00. Make sure y'all tune in.
So you had to do from UK, Brandy Martin from Chicago, and then we're going to Australia.
Hold on, So I had wait a minute. Let me get stopped from close.
Yeah. My fault.
I had North Carolina.
Yep. Okay, that's right.
Which was Brand, and he's close here. North Carolina. I had we had John Morris from London, which is the UK. We have Brandy Martin, which is from Chicago. And now we're going to bring Mr. Damian King from Australia. So people, just with that being said, you see all the places that my show has reached. It's doing what it's supposed to do. What I wanted to do is go worldwide. And hopefully this year I can get a little deeper into the system, and my show be out there the way I want it to be. So tune in at 7 with Damian King. Remember to share, because sharing is caring, people.
Yes,
and we'll see you at 7:00. Make sure y'all tune in, because we will be here. All right. Peace, love, respect. 7:00. See you then.
We out.
Yeah, we out.